What's up, y'all? It's your boy Zach here. We're here for another video of the breakdown, and today I'm going to be talking about the movie Uncut Gems. And today, your boy, your host, yours truly, actually took notes. Type shit. But nah, for real, I wanted to take some notes because I want to start, really telling you how I really feel about this movie, and I want to have my thoughts more clear and organized out so I can really give y'all the real how I feel about it instead of just going off the dome. So, I'm going to keep it short today. This movie, as I said before, is called Uncut Gems. It was released in 2019, directed by Josh and Benny Safdie, two great directors. They also directed the movie, Josh Safdie directed the movie, I think it was the second movie I did, called Marty Supreme, my favorite movie of 2025. He directed that. Him and his brother directed this movie that I'm talking about today. It was released in 2019. It stars Adam Sandler, Lakeith Stanfield, Julia Fox, among many other people. It's about a New York City jeweler who has a gambling problem, and how it affects his family, his relationships, his business, and this and that and everything. I love this movie. Thought it was really entertaining, really good. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And here are some things that I took away from the movie. So the performances of Adam Sandler, Lakeith Stanfield, and Julia Fox were absolutely awesome. Adam Sandler, he's just fast-talking New York type of hustler and gambler. You know what I'm saying? He's the type of guy always trying to he can get money, but he just always spends it on gambling. He's betting on basketball games. Kevin Garnett, NBA champion Kevin Garnett, is featured in this movie, and actually, he gets this rock that's filled with all these diamonds and gems and stuff like that he thinks is going to be worth millions of dollars. He has it brought over from overseas. I can't remember where it was, y'all. It might have been. It was somewhere, out in the desert, Iran or Afghanistan, Pakistan, Israel, somewhere. Don't quote me on that. I think it was in Iran or something like that. I can't remember. Palestine. I can't remember. I'm sorry. Do better next time. But he gets it from overseas. It's filled with all these gems and stuff like that. Kevin Garnett ends up taking it because he thinks it's going to bring him good luck for the game. And maybe it does because he ends up performing really well, playing really well in his basketball game. So, and the performances by Adam Sandler was great. Lakeith Stanfield plays kind of like his business associate of his. He brings in people. He's the one that brought him Kevin Garnett. He brings in people that he can sell jewelry to. So he deals with all these, high-class people in the diamond or jewelry district of New York or whatever. And, sells to them watches, chains, earrings, diamonds, stuff like that. And, the fast New York vibe I really loved in this movie. I've been in New York City before. I actually went for my 21st birthday. I loved it. It's a city that I love. I would love to go back to. I am gonna go back to it. And I just love New York filmmakers. I love New York. Just the vibe of it, the energy of it. It's like just a constant 24-hour, clock. Just never stops. The city's always got motion. And I'm from Cincinnati, and man, what it looks like on a Friday at 9 o'clock here is what it looks like at 3 o'clock in Manhattan there. Trust me, y'all, it's a city that never sleeps, for real, for real. It's just a great. So I love the fast New York vibe of the movie. It had a surprise ending, which I'm not going to spoil because I really want y'all to watch the movie. Caught me completely the fuck off guard. Y'all gotta watch that. And the cinematography was super dope. The way the camera went into, the gem and went into the diamond and stuff like that. It was awesome. It was super dope, and came out through like his body, and it showed him like on the doctor table. So the cinematography was really dope, and it was just a great directing job. Just the feel of the city, and everything like that. It was just really awesome. It has some great cameo appearances. I didn't write that down. Kevin Garnett had The Weeknd in it. I'm trying to think who else was in the movie. I can't. I think just those two I can really think of. They were in the movie, and also John Amos, who played the father on a hit 1970s sitcom, black sitcom called Good Times. He was in the movie. One of the first black TV dads, a great black male role model. You know what I'm saying? If anybody hasn't seen Good Times, check that show out. It's a classic sitcom. You know what I'm saying? It definitely belongs to the time of the 70s, so I'm giving y'all that warning. Definitely has some stuff in it that, you may not think is appropriate for today, but I love it. I think it's a classic. I think it's a great show. I love the character of JJ. I think he's just a super dope, hardworking, charismatic, cool, artistic young cat. You feel me? So, but I'm getting off topic. But yeah, those were the big, cameos in the movie. Kevin Garnett, John Amos, and The Weeknd. And actually, Adam Sandler ends up getting into a fight in The Weeknd in the nightclub because Adam Sandler's side piece was, fucking with The Weeknd in the club. They were doing coke in the bathroom. Then he's banging on the door. And then, him and The Weeknd end up getting into a fight and shit like that. But yeah, like I said, the performances of Adam Sandler, Lakeith Stanfield, and Julia Fox. This is actually Julia Fox's debut movie. My bad, see y'all. My neck's itching. I don't know what's going on, man. It's ashy, man. Ashy, man. I put some lotion on it, but my neck is dry. But I'm still here talking to y'all. It's all good. But, yeah. So, that was, something that really stuck out to me in the movie. Like, I just love that. Julia Fox, I wrote down, equals sexy. I'm telling y'all. Julia Fox, I got terrible handwriting. Where's that? Julia Fox, sexy. She was looking good in this movie, y'all. I'm talking about she had a nice booty on her. Nice little booty on her. I'm sorry if I had to say it, but she was looking good as fuck in this film. No cap. She was looking good, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. And Adam Sandler's character being a low-level hustler who gambles and deals with high-end clients. So he's dealing with high-end clients. He's going to a weekend, party at the club. He's dealing with, Kevin Garnett playing in the Eastern semifinals, I believe. And, he has an apartment that John Amos stays in. So he's dealing with these high-end people. But he has these gambling problems that causes all this beef with all these gangsters on the street. So I love the way that these two directors tie in these two worlds. I love that. When you can tie in, the have and the have-nots world, the streets and, the corporate business world or whatever, when you can tie those two worlds together in a film through like one character that has, his foot in both worlds and some way or the other, I think is really dope, really, really cool. I love that. Sounds like The Wolf of Wall Street, like Leonardo DiCaprio's character Dylan, and doing all these high-end big deals on Wall Street, legal and illegal, but also, having a friend who's like a major drug dealer that he's getting all the dope from. I just love movies that tie those two worlds together. I think that's really awesome. And it really goes to show you that sometimes there's no similarity between those two. There's no difference, between those two worlds and more similarities than not. So I thought that was really dope. And also the unique portrayal of Jewish culture by Jewish directors. I just love when you have a director of a certain race or ethnicity, whether he's black, Italian, or Jewish, and they portray that culture in their films. So, Spike Lee, John Singleton, the Hughes brothers, or Martin Scorsese, or Francis Ford Coppola, or the Safdie brothers, or Woody Allen, even though despite what you may think of Woody Allen nowadays. But, just anytime you can portray the culture into which you belong in the film, I think is really, really awesome. I think is really unique. And I think it should be the job of a lot of directors to do that. If you're a black man or a black woman director and you're making films, make sure you show what that black culture is like in your films. Have that be a theme in the film. If you're Jewish, show the Jewish themes in the movie. So in the movie they have like a Jewish dinner and they're being premiered for like a bar mitzvah. His wife is trying on this like dress and everything like that. Or if you're Italian, show you the Italian culture, the type of food that they eat, how they value family, or if they have ties to the mafia stuff like that. I think it's really just dope the way, certain directors of certain ethnicities and races tie their culture into the film. I like that. It's dope. I love it. That's just the thing that wins me over. So that's what I got on this film today. I loved it. I thought it was really great. I'm going to be doing a review tomorrow of a movie called The Rip, coming out on Netflix. Make sure y'all go check that out. It's starring Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Tiana Taylor, who just recently killed it in one battle after another, even though she wasn't in the movie that long, but she killed it in that movie. So just want to say that this movie was dope. I give it a 9 out of 10. I really hope y'all watch it. Once again, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Stay locked in. Like, comment, subscribe. It's going to be a good year. We're going to be doing a lot of movies. I told you I was review Stranger Things, and that video may be coming soon. I might do few more movies, then get to that, but I haven't made my mind fully up on that yet. But let me know if y'all want me to do a review of Stranger Things or not. But until next time, I love y'all. Stay blessed.